All right, Shalom. All praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, and Shalom to you brothers pushing this truth and sincerity. I'm Karatazah Bob back with another show. And this show I'm entitled The Worship of Idols is the Beginning of Sin. Okay. And pretty much what according to the scriptures, we are not to worship idols. And everything that you see around us is nothing but idol worship, because the world is not worshiping the one true God, which is the God of the Bible, which his name is Yahweh. Okay, what do you have? You have all these religions and all these false gods and idols that people are worshiping, and not worshiping the God of the Bible. All these different religions, freedom of religion. Okay, which all these religions and all these idols, they're not real. Okay, there's only one power, Yahweh, the Most High of the Bible. Okay, and when you worship idols, that is evil. Okay, and that was the evil that was back in the beginning with Adam and Eve, and that was our Adam and Eve's downfall, and our downfall to this day was the worship of idols. Well, let's jump right into the scriptures. So the first scripture I want to get is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. I'm going to read verse 12, and it reads, "For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication." Yeah, that's right. So the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication. Okay? And we know fornication means adultery. But it says the devising of idols is the beginning of spiritual fornication. Okay, or spiritual adultery. And and going back into Adam and Eve, when they ate of the fruit of the tree of good and evil, which it wasn't an actual tree or actual fruit. It's just parabolic. It means it represents philosophies. Okay, and what did Adam and Eve actually do? They worship another philosophy. Okay, or went into worshiping idols. Okay, instead of eating of the tree of the life, which is the Lord, statutes, commandments given to them by the Most High, they went to dealing with other knowledge. So they committed spiritual fornication, all right, or spiritual adultery, because what? The Most High is our husband. Scriptures on the Most High being our husband. And when we worship other gods, we commit adultery against the Most High, because we only supposed to worship the Most High. Well, let me see, being that I said that. Okay, Isaiah 54:5. "For thy maker is thine husband. The Lord of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. The God of the whole earth shall he be called." Yeah, so Yahweh, and he's the God of the whole earth. But what? The Most High is our husband. Okay, and we are his woman, pursuant to Jeremiah 6:2. The Most High likened the daughters of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Okay, so we're married unto the Most High, and how we're married to him? Through that contract, the Lord, statutes, and commandments. So we're supposed to worship him. Okay, so let's go back. So it says, Wisdom of Solomon 14:12. It says, "For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them, the corruption of life." Yeah. And so worshiping idols, corrupt you. Because what? There's only one true God you're supposed to be worshiping. All right? And when you're worshiping idols, you're you're pretty much breaking the first commandment, man, which is not to worship idols. Okay? And it corrupts you from knowing the truth. Okay? But I want to jump down. Let's jump down to verse 27. And it reads, "For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil." That's right. So all the evil in this world, even from generations, even from the time of the beginning, it all stems from idol worship. Okay? And I mentioned how Adam and Eve brought sin into the world was through, idol worshiping idols. All right? And that's going to be the end. Because when Yahweh Shah comes back, he's going to destroy all these. He's going to destroy all these idols. Okay? And in Lord's kingdom, these nations are not going to be worshiping these idols of wood and stone anymore. So I read it again. It says, "For the worship of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil." That's right. So all evil stems from idol worship. Well, let's go to Exodus chapter 20. It's Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. And we know people know about the 10 Commandments. Okay. And what's the first commandment? Thou shalt not have no other gods. What you're going to read, it says right here, Exodus 20 and 3, it says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." And that's right. And this is the commandments that the Most High gave to Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, that we should not worship any other gods, which meaning these idols. Okay, and idol worship was big back then, especially coming out of Egypt, because Egypt was known for worshiping idols. They had hundreds of gods. Okay, so when we was in Egypt, what? Israel was worshiping all those gods. But what? The Most High used Moses to bring us out of Egypt and for us to go into the promised land, and what we supposed to serve the one true God, Yahweh. Okay? So the first thing is not to serve any other gods, which are not gods, but what? Which are not gods, because they can't save, they can't deliver you, they can't work miracles. All right? But they are powers, because they're powered by Satan. Okay? And Satan makes you believe that these are the gods that you're supposed to seek after. Okay? So let's read verse 4. It says, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." Yeah, that's right, because all these nations, they made their gods after the likeness of something, okay? Whether it was after the likeness of the sun, the moon, the stars, okay, any beast, the carving the shape of an animal or a fish, okay? Because that's all they was doing. And they were worshiping these things as gods, but they were no gods. So the Most High told us, not to do these things as the heathens were doing. It says, verse 5, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord, thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. That's right. And that's what happened when we broke God's commandments and serve other gods, serve idols. The Most High punished us for that, okay? And we're still being punished to this very generation for worshiping idols. And Israel is doing that to this day. They go to church, they worship Cesare Borgia, all right, that white Jesus Christ, all right, calling on God and Christ, or calling on Allah, going over there to Mecca, worshiping the Kaaba stone. So this is why we are in a predicament today, being destroyed by our enemies, being in poverty, being in the ghettos, going through the curses. Why? Because our people are heavy into idolatry. So it says, yeah, that's right. So we supposed to worship the Most High, but guess what? Those idols were given to the nations to worship. That's why in the book of Psalms said the gods of the nations are idols. But the Most High, the God of Israel, he's the one true power, which Israel is supposed to worship the Most High. But these other nations were given those idols to worship. Let's get that in Deuteronomy chapter 4. It's Deuteronomy chapter 4. Go right to the point. All right, Deuteronomy 4:15, it says, take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that the Lord spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the water beneath the earth. And lest thou lift up thy... Yeah, so pretty much the Most High is describing these idols in the likeness of, man, beast, fishes, because that's what the nations would do. They would carve these idols in the likeness of the things they seen around them. And it says, lest thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou see the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the hosts of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy power hath divided unto all nations under the heaven. Yeah. So the Lord have divided those things into all these other nations that he's not dealing with. Okay? And that's why these other nations worship these things, okay? These shrines and all these graven images, and which are the likeness of the elements, okay? The Most High gave them up to those things. But it says, verse 20, but the Lord hath taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance as ye are this day. Yeah, but the Lord have chosen us though, okay? And brought us out of the iron of the iron furnace, all right, which was Egypt, us being in hardcore bondage. The Most High took us out of Egypt so we can be his people and so we can worship him, okay? And not serve idols. So we supposed to serve the Most High, all right? But these heathen nations, they were giving up unto these idols to worship. Why? Because the Most High is not dealing with them, all right? So let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13. It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13. I'm going to start from 1, read a few verses. So it says, surely vain are all men by nature, whom are ignorant of God. Surely vain are all men, okay? Because, vain meaning empty or void. And these people that are that are not worshiping the Most High and serving these other vain things is all worthless, because these idols that you're worshiping cannot deliver you, cannot save you from anything. Okay? You pray to these things and it's all in vain. It's all worthless. And it says, surely vain are men by nature. Yeah, and this is by nature, okay? Because what is in man's nature to sin? Okay? It's in man's nature to go off and do these things. It says, whom are ignorant of God and could not. It says, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Yeah. And these people they're ignorant to God. 2/3 of our people are ignorant to God. All right? And it says, and could not. It says, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Yeah, what's the good things that are seen? The creation of, everything that's in the creation, the universe. And our people see these things, and they not understanding that the Most High is the one that made it. It says, neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster. Yeah, so neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster. So the works are everything that you see: the earth, the stars, the moon, the sun, the water, the fire, the air, the trees. So they see the works, but they're not acknowledging the workmaster. The workmaster is the Most High, the one who created these things. Okay? Recently, I heard some Jake on the radio, and he was being interviewed on the radio, and he was talking about, certain things that, that's going well for him in his life, and he mentioned how, how he prayed to the universe and putting things out in the universe, which don't make no sense, because those are things created. Those are things created. You can't pray. Yeah, those are things created. You can't pray to something that's created, man. All right? You have to pray to the Creator. So, and that's an example of, that's an example of this scripture right here. It says, neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster. Yeah, because you considering the works, but you're not acknowledging the workmaster. Okay, you're looking at the beauty of the universe and not acknowledging that a higher power have created that very universe that you're praising. Verse 2. That's why it says verse 2. But deem, it says, but deem either fire or wind or swift air or the circle of the stars or the violent waters or the light of heaven to be the gods which govern the world. Yeah, so when you putting out in the universe and praying to the universe, you're considering these works that were made by the Most High to be gods, and they are not gods. Verse 3, with whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods, let them know how much better the Lord of them is. Yeah, how much better the Lord of them is, okay? Because you looking at these things, these ordinances as powers, how greater the power of the Most High is, okay? Because the Most High is the one who created them. It says, okay, with whose beauty, if they began being delighted, took them to be gods, let them know how much better the Lord of them is. For the first author of beauty have created them. But if they were astonished at their power and virtue, let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them. That's right. So it's, self-explanatory, okay? Because the Most High is the one who is mightier than those things. And the Most High created, and that just goes to show you the power of the Most High. He created an endless universe. Trillions of stars you can't even count. All right? The elements. And that's just a portion of his power, of what the Most High can do. And the Most High can do far greater. We haven't even seen the full power of the Most High. The scripture speak about how the Most High is his omnipotency. Okay? So the Most High, his power has no limitations. Let's jump to the 14th chapter, read a little bit. We're going to end on this. It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 1, and it reads, again, one prepared himself to sail and about to pass through the raging waves, calleth upon a piece of wood more rotten than the vessel that carrieth him. Yeah, that's right. So it's like one is about to sail on the ship, okay, and travel, make his travels. But before he travels, he's praying to a piece of wood, okay, an idol, for his safe travels. And that's what you have people do today. People, you have 2/3 of Israel that's into idolatry. They get on they getting ready to make their travel. Let's use a airplane as an example. They get ready to take flight, a trip, a vacation or whatever. And before they get on the plane or the plane about to take off, they got their Jesus piece around their neck or whatever idol they worship, and they kiss it and pray to it, for a safe travel. All right? But guess what? That idol that you're praying to for your safe travel is more rotten than the vessel that you're, traveling in. Okay? And that idol can't save you. That idol can't protect you from any that flight crashing or that ship hitting, an iceberg or something and sinking. that idol that you pray to cannot deliver you. And it says, for verily desire of gain devised that. It says, for verily desire of gain devised that, and the workman built it by his skill. Yeah, so those vessels that you're traveling, they were they were built by man. All right, the whatever is the plane or the ship that you're traveling. Okay, they were built, and what, for profit. Okay, and what, you gotta pay to travel on a ship or a plane or so. Now it says, for verily desire of gain. Yeah, because these vessels that you travel on were built for profit. It says devised that, and the workman built it by his skill. Yeah, so these vessels were put together. All right. Verse 3, but the providence, O Father, governeth it. Yeah, but the providence is like protection or the care from the Most High. But the providence, O Father, governeth it. Yeah, so the Most High is the one who protects you on your travel in these vessels. The Most High is, when you get on a plane, you pray to the Most High. You pray to the Yahweh for your safe travels, okay? The Most High is the one who protects you from one destination to another. So it says, but thy providence, O Father, governeth it, for thou hast made a way in the sea and a safe path in the waves. Yeah, so for thou hast made a way in the sea and a safe path in the waves, right? And an example of that is the 10 tribes. When the 10 tribes came over here to the Americas. Okay? When the 10 tribes came over here to the Americas, the scriptures speak about how the Most High, he held still the waters, the rough waters. So the 10 tribes can travel over here to, get here safe to the Americas, that they didn't, die in the raging waters on way here. So the Most High is the one who makes sure you're safe on a day by day on your travels, and not these idols. Okay, let's read one more verse. So it says, showing that thou canst save from all danger. Yea, though a man went to sea without art. Yeah, so though a man went to sea without art, the Lord is the one who could will keep you safe in all danger. It says, yea, though a man went to sea without art, yeah, or without the skill of actually knowing how to manage a ship, okay? But the Lord will get you to your destination safe. It says, nevertheless, thou wouldest not that the works of thy wisdom should be idle, and therefore do men commit their lives to a small. Yeah, so nevertheless, thou wouldest not that the works of thy wisdom should be idle. Yeah, because the Most High is always working, man. The Most High is always working his wisdom. All right? And therefore do men commit their lives to a small piece of wood, and passing the rough sea in a weak vessel are saved. Yeah, so, but these people don't understand. They're praying to idols for their travel and their safety. But the Most High is the one who ultimately takes care of us. All right? So, with that, I'm going to say all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles, the GMS, and Shalom to the elect. Shalom.